Hey, Lakerland, Duncan here. Like always, please subscribe, like my channel, let everybody know it's here. Let's talk Lakers. I read an article this morning about how Luke Walton envisions the Lakers being kind of a combination of the Showtime Lakers and the Golden State Warriors defense. So, what he's essentially saying is he wants to create one of the most dynamic, quickest, toughest teams to ever play. Okay, well, let's see how close are they to that. So, first of all, let's talk offense and starters. In order to be like the Showtime Lakers offense, you have to have a point guard who can facilitate, pass the ball, woo the crowd, who can score, rebound, block shots, play multiple positions. Basically Magic Johnson. Now, how close are they to that? Well, let's see. Lonzo Ball can definitely pass. He's pinpoint passing. He can definitely woo the crowd with those passes. Check and check. He's definitely a rebounder, like most point guards cannot be. He's big. He's big enough to play multiple positions. Although he hasn't developed into that yet, he can definitely rebound better than most point guards in the league. He blocks shots. He steals. He's a good defender already, and he's only going to get better. The one part he's lagging on is the scoring. Not that he can't, but that he hasn't. He's going to have to develop a little bit more in the scoring. If he can do that, then I do believe Luke Walton's at least got the first piece to that Showtime offense. Now next, you're going to want a guy like Byron Scott, a guy who can score, shoot, and play defense. Now, right now we have KCP, who's definitely can play defense. He finishes strong. He's an alright shooter, but he's no Byron Scott. Okay, let's get that straight. Now, Clarkson, I guess, could be, but he doesn't play good enough defense. If you want to project into free agency and maybe pick up a guy like Paul George, if we can, he definitely fits that position. Although he may be a little bit better than Byron Scott. Now let's talk about small forward, James Worthy. Comparison, James Worthy has been, right now we got Brandon Ingram. Worthy is a solid defender. He can score. He finishes at the hoop. He finishes strong. He plays good defense. Brandon Ingram is definitely developing into that. So that would definitely be another check in that direction. Now, as for power forward, you want to talk about Michael Cooper. Okay, here's a guy that basically tough defender, tough rebounder, solid shot blocker, and alley-oops. Well, Kuzma is all that, and he can shoot threes. So I think Kuzma is definitely that piece. Larry Nance is definitely that guy that can finish at the hoop and wow the crowd. So I think they're good on that aspect. Now let's talk about at center position. The Lakers lack, and I mean lack, the Kareem or the Wilt or even the Shaq at this point. Now, Lopez is decent, but he's a free agent, and he's going to cost a lot of money, and I don't see us re-signing him. What I do see is a smaller, more athletic, more aggressive version. I see us going after either DeMarcus Cousins or Nerlens Noel, both of which could fit that very fast, defensive-minded, finish strong center position that Showtime Lakers team had. With that being said, let's add to that Showtimes by adding in depth. Because one thing this Lakers squad has now is depth. You have guys like Clarkson. You have guys like Hart, young, talented guys coming off the bench. There's guys like Nance and Randall And, you know, there's guys on this team that provide solid bench leadership. The Lakers right now are one of the best bench scoring teams in the league. This is something the Golden State Warriors pride themselves on, is depth on both sides of the ball. Now, let's get into this defensive aspect. First, in order to mimic the Golden State Warriors defense, you're going to have a point guard who can get in passing lanes, pick off passes, block shots. I think you got that with Lonzo. KCP definitely fits that strong defensive mind. Paul George is another one that definitely fits that defensive mentality. Brandon Ingram, I don't know. You might have to hit free agency to get to that, because Kevin Durant is a monster on the defensive end, and Brandon Ingram is not Kevin Durant on either side of the ball yet. He may develop into that, but he's not there yet. Now, you got Draymond Green. You could mimic that Draymond with a Noel or a Cousins for sure. That's no doubt on that. As for that power forward or in center position, again, their defense starts with their depth, the depth of their roster, and they have a lot of depth. This is one thing that Lakers will need to increase on, but the Lakers do have solid depth. They just need to get a little bit more experience. Many of their best players are still very young. They still have a lot to groom into, to learn, but they can develop into this team. I do not think we need to go get LeBron James. I know it sounds crazy, but LeBron is only going to hurt this team's chemistry. It's going to stun Brandon Ingram's growth. And honestly, I think we could be better off by bringing in a Paul George and maybe a Cousins. If we get those two people, those two players, this Lakers team can quickly become a championship caliber team, can contend with any team in the league. Warriors and all of them. That's my thoughts. Again, please like and subscribe to my channel, guys. Comment on my videos. Let everybody know that I'm here and that we're talking Lakers. So, have a good day. That's what I got for now. Peace. Dunking out.